Hello John, official at the Macmillan Publishing House.
What seems to be the problem? Insignificant little fly speck, also known as writer.
Well, I was pleasantly surprised to find your incomprehensible royalty statement in my mailbox. You can't imagine how pleased I was to see it there.
Giving a shit isn't part of my genetic makeup. Please press on with your nonsensical questions.
Well, it's just that your royalty statement is nonsense. Lines of quantum equations would have more meaning. Gobbledygook. I find it curious that this gibberish always seems to wash to my disadvantage. Almost as though Machiavelli himself were doing the math.
Really? How so?
It's been 5 years since my book was published, and magically, right after the advance was paid back, every statement generated shows that I owe you money, and not the other way around.
Your point being?
It is not physically possible in the universe we occupy to make negative money when sales are occurring.
Ah, we are charging you for the advance.
As I just stated 3.4 seconds ago, if you recall, the advance has been paid back to you.
Really? Well, then we must be deducting money for the reserve against returns.
Yes, now we come to this curious little demon living on the dregs of my earnings.
Demon?
It is never satisfied. It haunts my sleep. The demon is consuming funds, typically at a rate indicating more books are being returned than have been shipped. As I said, this is physically impossible.
No, it isn't.
John, a knee-jerk contra statement might sound good. There, I heard you say it. The sound is still echoing in the room. However, it is also complete bullshit.
Listen, fella. I am a major figure in publishing.
And?
I am a BFD.
You mean, you're a big fucking deal.
Bet your ass I am.
And now I get to say it. Big fucking deal.
I had heard you were a difficult little shit. That you always bit the hand that fed you.
But in this case, the hand doesn't bite me, does it? It reaches down my throat and pulls the food out of my stomach. Unsatisfied with that, it also wants my balls.
You really don't understand this business, do you?
This boilerplate phrase, again? All right. I'll play along. Your point being?
That I will crush you. I will blow your career to atoms.
My career?
Such that it is.
The career I would have had should someone have taken an interest in a very good book? But since your company has swallowed up imprints right and left with little care for the written word, the career that ended with the book now somehow generating negative numbers. You mean that career?
Precisely.
You might want to clean this seat. I just crapped myself with contrived fear of your empty threat.
I have never heard of such talk from an author.
The old model of being a douchebag to authors and then threatening to spread the word about how difficult they are is dead.
Really? I must have missed the memo.
Well, then here's a cheat sheet for you. Many of us can actually read the English language and can find our contracts.
Imagine my surprise.
And many of us have now become acquainted with legal websites in the internet age. You do realize there is this amazing new thing called the internet, don't you?
Do you update your Facebook page in your underwear?
Glad you mentioned Facebook. There is talk that your company is asking authors to sign their rights of concept away in the initial contracts.
Look, there's a dog out that window whizzing on an old man's shoe.
All class, baby. Also, we are 20 floors up, my man. Nice try.
Driving closer to the point in your particular case would be nice.
Many of us can see when a company is in non-performance after 5 long years of runaround, just like a literary agent.
Listen here, friend. We must have skipped our first day at writer's school. This is how it works.
Uh-huh.
I tell you the way it is. And then you thank me for being permitted to remain in the business at all.
Will you piss in my pocket and tell me it's raining?
And you will love me for it.
Okay, whatever,